the reason I've been working on reversible computation is sort of twofold. The main reason is the laws of physics are exactly reversible. That may sound strange, but, you know, like Newtonian laws or Newton's laws govern the motion of the planets. And if you make a movie of the planets moving and you run it backwards, no physicist can tell that it's improper or not according to the laws of physics, because grossly, the laws of physics are reversible. When you get to little details, you know, I've dropped an egg on the floor. It would be very strange if you could find a way to reverse that process where that blob of broken egg yolk and so on all comes together, jumps into the shell, back into my hand, and it's back. Oh, that some magician could earn a lot of money if he could do it. But, you know, the laws of physics, while microscopically reversible, it means that the reverse of that thing, the egg falling to the floor and breaking, the reverse of it is good physics. It's just so improbable you're never going to see it. But it could happen. It wouldn't get anyone a Nobel Prize or anything, but it could. Okay, that's one thing. So ordinary computers started out being irreversible, and everyone thought they had to be irreversible in order to compute. When I was a beginner, I asked Marvin Minsky, was it possible that you could make reversible computation? And there was a word called universal computation, which means that that computer, if it had enough memory, could do anything any other computer could do, maybe lots slower. But a universal computer, which can still be quite simple, can do anything any other computer can do, but maybe very much slower. Okay. So I had wondered, could a universal computer be reversible? And when I asked Marvin Minsky, he said, no, it can't be. And I said, why not? And he said, well, there's a paper where a very famous mathematician proved that it can't be done, but that proof requires skill and knowledge of all kinds of branches of mathematics you've never even heard of, much less studied, and you don't know anything about them. So you might as well not read his paper. So I could have left it at that, but my own attitude was I couldn't see why you couldn't do reversible computing, so I quickly figured out a way to show that you could. And then Marvin Minsky said, well, I guess that guy was wrong, or something like that. So, but there was an interesting process, and all that happened back in the 1970s. And so that was the beginning of a lot of work on reversible computation.
Is that it?
No, I've got lots more.
Okay,
This is a
good.
big subject. Okay. So,
So ready? And
okay, go. Reversible computation started with a project at MIT where I looked and tried to find anyone else interested, and I found someone named Tom Toffoli, and he came to MIT and agreed he would write up my work. But he did. And see, I have been a kind of prolific inventor, but a disgustingly poor writer. So I invented lots of things, but I don't write them down and don't publish them as a rule. So basically, the group at MIT was a way for me to get things published. And that succeeded, and we got a lot of things published.